In the Faculty of Clinical Sciences of Ajanaku Federal University, the Department of Medicine was known across Nigeria not for excellence but for fear. Students whispered about it in hostels and cafeterias. Parents prayed over it. Final year students avoided mentioning it aloud, as though naming it might summon misfortune. At the center of the fear stood Professor Solomon Adeyemi, the head of department. Tall, broad-shouldered, always dressed in flowing agbada with gold-rimmed glasses. He walked the corridors like a king inspecting conquered land. His name alone could freeze a classroom into silence. His footsteps were heavier than thunder, not because of their sound, but because of what they meant. Extra years, failed courses, or even disgrace. To him, students were not human beings. They were numbers on scripts, bodies to be controlled, destinies to be crushed or spared at his pleasure. And he enjoyed it. Medicine is not for the weak, he often said, leaning back in his leather chair. What I do is filter the unworthy. But everyone knew the truth. The department did not fail students because they were weak. It failed them because Professor Adeyemi wanted them to know. It started subtly. A failed test here, a missing script there. Then came the office invitations. Female students were summoned under vague pretenses: academic discussion, results clarification, mentorship. The male students quickly learned not to ask questions. The ones who did were reminded brutally of their place. Inside this office, the air was always cold from the air conditioner, but the fear was suffocating. You know, it would say calmly, fingers stippled. Your result is not looking good. A pause. But there are ways to resolve issues. Some girls understood immediately. Others pretended not to. Those who refused, those who stood up and said no, paid heavily. Their scores vanished. Their names appeared on carryover lists. Some were kept in school for extra 2 years. One was failed in a course she had passed brilliantly, just to teach her a lesson. The bribes were not only sexual. Envelope money exchanged hands quietly. Parents sold lands. Mothers emptied thrift savings. Fathers borrowed from friends to settle the HOD. And still he failed students because it was never about money alone. It was about power. Among the many students it destroyed was David Afolayan. David was brilliant, the kind of student lecturer